Hello friends, today we will going to discuss about one more topic, that is intelligence. See, in anybody's life, the intelligence is important. Whenever you are doing something, your intelligence play an important role. When you want to come up in your life, your intelligence is very, very essential. Nowadays, for the students, they are judged based on their intelligence. So the intelligence is a very essential and integral part of any work. So this makes you or place you in a group of people to recognize you where you are and which position you are occupying will be decided based on this intelligence. Now we will see in detail about the intelligence. The first thing we must know is the intelligence is a word derived from a Latin language that is nothing but understanding. See, intelligence is nothing but a understanding. But when we want to define an intelligence, it is a capacity to learn and adjust to relatively new and changing conditions. That means the intelligence is not only in terms of your education or how you are contributing in terms of your marks, it is not coming as an intelligence. It is the capacity to learn and adjust to a relatively new and changing condition is also called as an intelligence. The Pluto defined the intelligence is nothing but an ability to acquire and apply the knowledge and skill. See, whenever we are telling an intelligent, it is in terms how you acquire and how you apply all those concepts which you learned or acquired to your intelligence. So that is also very, very important. This concept was highlighted by Pluto in the beginning about the intelligence, which is affronted by intelligence and reason is always in the same state, but which is convinced by opinion with the help of sensations and without reason is always in the process of becoming and perishing and never really is. That means the intelligence, what we are telling is not permanent. Sometimes it may vary based on the individual and based on time frame also. It is only depends upon your capacity, how you are going to acquire the knowledge or a skill and how you apply it for your regular activities to do it in a skillfully or in a knowledgeable way. That is what is the intelligence. Now we will see what are the factors which is influencing the intelligence. The first one is the individual difference. Individual difference is nothing but the intelligence varies from individual to individual. When we take twins also, that means the children of the same parents also, the intelligence varies from one person to another. Maybe twins or brother or sisters or the siblings or the close friends, whoever you take, the intelligence varies from individual to individual. When we see the distribution of intelligence, it is always follows the normal distribution. That means the majority of the population are having average intelligence and few were having very high intelligence are the bright people and only few are dull people. What you could able to see that only few are very dull, a majority of them are having the average intelligence and only few are having very bright or the brilliant people. And the intelligence changes over a period of your age. Usually as the child from birth, when as it go on growing, the intelligence also going to increase because it will start acquiring many things, maybe in terms of knowledge or in terms of skill. But the intelligence level will be maximum at the age of 16 to 20. That means we could able to see the vertical growth of intelligence at till the age of 16 to 20. And once the child reaches to the age of 20, after 20, there is a horizontal growth of intelligence. The horizontal growth is nothing but they will going to acquire, accumulate the knowledge or the achievement or the skill. That means they're going to add up to the existing knowledge, existing skill, existing achievement. This may help them, or we used to call them as a highly experienced people. They know better than us. Like that. After the 20 years, the horizontal growth will be there. Up to 20 years, it is the vertical growth and maximum intelligence could be seen at the age of 16 to 20. And the next comes is the heredity and environment. The genetical factors is also going to influence on the difference in intelligence. That means when you are your genetical factors, means if your parents are very brilliant, highly educated, then that may also going to have an impact or the genetical influence on the intelligence of your children. But there are several studies which has been conducted that even the environment also going to influence the 50% in developing the intelligence. That means if you take a one poor fellow from a poor environment and you adopt that child, and if you are giving them a good environment, that is in terms of their schooling and higher socioeconomic status, exposure, favorable environmental situations, and we are providing the learning situations or the facilities, that is also going to influence them to improve their intelligence. That means both the heredity and the environment in which a child grows will also going to influence on the intelligence of a child. And the next comes is the sex and intelligence. Usually in a common sense, we used to say that the girls are more brilliant than the boys, or the female are more brilliant than or intelligent than the male. But in according to the scientific reason, there is no difference between male and female with respect to level of intelligence. The only thing which we used to sell the female folk are more brilliant means they are highly dedicated and they work hard to get compared to the male folk. And when we come to next is in terms of health and physical development. Health and physical development is directly influencing on the intelligence level of an individual. The person who are physically fit, healthy, and very good personality used to have high intelligence level when compared to a people who are having certain physical and psychological defect will be having a subnormal intelligence or little bit less intelligence compared to the normal, healthy, and physically fit person. And the next is the racial or cultural difference. There is no intelligence difference with respect to race or the culture. If you are from a different culture, your intelligence will not vary. If you are from a different racial background, your intelligence will not vary. That means that the culture and the racial background will not going to influence on your level of intelligence. Now we will see the different types of intelligence. The first one is the social intelligence. The social intelligence is nothing but it is an ability to understand and deal with the people. How you are going to talk with the people, how you understand the human being, how you make them, motivate them. These things will also called as a social intelligence. Social intelligence we could able to see in the political leaders are the persons who usually exhibit the leadership characteristics, because the person who are leaders have to understand the human being who are living around us, and we have to make them a friend, and we have to motivate them, keep them intact, and we have to take them with us. So social intelligence will be very high with respect to the political leaders or the persons who are acting as a leaders or administrative leaders like that. And the next comes is the concrete intelligence. The concrete intelligence is nothing but ability to understand and deal with the things as in skilled traits and scientific appliances. That is, the first thing is how you are dealing with the human being with whom you are dealing. And second one is here you are dealing with the things, how skillfully you can able to make the work do in a short period of time. And this type of skill we could able to observe in case of industrialist or the businessmen who are having that, how skillfully they can able to produce a new product, innovative product, how they can pack, how they can approach the market. All these are very essential in a concrete intelligence where they used to understand and deal with the things very skillfully, or maybe they have to deal with their subordinates, workers, laborers. So this is a concrete intelligence could be seen in case of industrialist. And the next type of intelligence is the abstract intelligence or third type of intelligence, which is very, very essential and which play an important role in your exhibiting your intelligence. The abstract intelligence is ability to understand and effective use of different concepts and symbols in dealing with the particular situation or in solving the problems, which may be through verbal means or through a numerical symbols. That means how effectively you are going to use the symbols or the concept in solving the problem, maybe in verbal or in a numerical way. So this receives a greater weightage, which could be seen especially with the professional people. See, for example, you can take a Mukesh Ambani, you can take Ratan Tata, or you can take even Modi. They are having a lot of abstract intelligence where they used to deal with a lot of problems together and solve them by using different concepts or the symbols without deteriorating any activities. So this is what we could able to see with respect to the professionals, maybe with respect to the astronauts, maybe with respect to the scientists, maybe in a COVID period with respect to the doctors, how they are going to deal with all these things. This is what is called as a abstract intelligence. So when we are telling about the intelligence, there is a need to measure the intelligence. We should know that whether we are intelligent enough or not. So there are several techniques which are available in case of verbal and non-verbal intelligence test, which may be conducted individually or it may be conducted in a group. Maybe the personal test, maybe paper pencil test. So many tests are available. But the most accepted intelligence test is the intelligence quotient, which we used to call in a short as IQ. This intelligence quotient was given by William Stern. He is a scientist who has come out with this concept IQ. Here, intelligence quotient is measured by the formula, that is IQ is equal to mental age divided by chronological age into 100. Here, the mental age is depends on principles of normal distribution of intelligence. That is nothing but at the age of 5 also, some children may be highly brilliant. They may exhibit the mental age of 10 or maybe mental age of 15, maybe at the age of 5. This is depends upon how it is distributing in a intelligence curve. So that is what will be taken. Chronological age is nothing but what is the actual age we are having. This mental age is influenced by many things. That is, it is on by the education. Education means standard of teaching, whereas the extension, that is contacting the farmers. For example, see, this mental age is influenced by your heredity, environment, your in which your other factors will influence a lot. So when we take a intelligence quotient, if the mental age, maybe chronological age, you think that it is 10, but the mental age is 15 into 100, that gives you the intelligence quotient. This intelligence quotient is very, very essential in the field of education and also in the field of extension. In the field of education, we can decide what should be the standard of teaching. Whereas in the field of extension, this intelligence quotient will help us in identifying a farmer who are very brilliant or who are very weak. And we can use these brilliant or intelligent farmers as a contact farmers and who could help us in disseminating the information to the fellow farmers in effective and efficient way. When we take the intelligence quotient level, they have come out with, based on the study, they have come out with all these things. If the IQ level is less than 70, it is a definite feeble-minded, means you are very weak. There is a problem with your mental status. And if it is between 70 to 79, that is borderline deficiency. And if it is between 80 to 89, dullness. 90 to 109, average or normal intelligence. And if it is 110 to 119, it is a superior intelligence. And if a score is 120 to 140, very superior intelligence. And if it is more than 140, you are genius. So we can able to see the genius people also, like Newton. Like so many people are there who are very genius and they are having high intelligence quotient. So if you have any doubt about your IQ, you are having lot of tests on IQ, which is available online. See, please you conduct a IQ test and measure what is your IQ score. And based on that score, you can decide that in which category you fall with respect to the intelligence. So the intelligence is very, very essential in terms of agriculture also. See, based on the intelligence of a farmer, we can come out with the technology, what should be that. And based on the intelligence of a farmer, we are selecting them as a contact farmer, and those who will be going to observe or catch the technology very fast and help us to disseminate it to the fellow farmers in an effective and efficient way. So intelligence is very essential whenever we take into consideration to do any work, and you will be identified with that term only. Thank you so much. I hope you have understood the concept.